Hello everyone and welcome back to Every Other Saturday. So in tonight's video we're going to break down and discuss the game we've just watched, the first double header against St Johnstone. Now, it was a hard watch guys, but we've got lots to discuss. But before we dive into it, remember, if you haven't done so already, please consider giving us a wee subscribe, liking the video, get down in the comment section below and share it all over your socials as well. Helps us get out to as many people as possible. Hello to all you new subscribers that have come in today as well. Seen a few wee add-ons today, so very much appreciated. That's all you guys sharing it all over your socials and helping us out, so very much appreciated. But as I say guys, we've got lots to discuss tonight, so let's not waste any more time and dive straight into today's video.
Every other Saturday's my half day off, and it's off to the match I go. Happily we wander down the Copeland.
Well guys, as that lovely little title in the video shows, 1 each draw away to St Johnstone. Very difficult watch, to be fair. It was a hard 10 minutes. The first 10 minutes of that game was really kind of shaky, to be brutally honest. I wondered what was going to happen. It was a bit here and there. We were looking at them breaking really quick and we were really on the back foot. Now that stems from, let's not be kidded, we had 7 changes tonight. It's fantastic to see. I think if I'm brutally honest, I might as well stop doing the team predictions because I get that totally wrong. But it was good to see all the kind of fringe players getting more game time, especially Jermaine Defoe. We've seen Simpson getting the full game, which was great. I did say I didn't think it was a good idea to get him starting, but good to get that those minutes in the legs for him, so it was brilliant to see. And also definitively we get Scott Wright again on the park, playing exactly like I said, getting the goal as well. Played amazing tonight, really did. I love to see him play football. He's going to be a great addition to that squad when he beds in properly as well. I feel as if he was one of the best signings we've seen this year. He's class, so fair play to him again. But with that, we did see, as I say, 7 changes. So goalkeeper right the way through to the front line. So what were we expecting tonight? We weren't expecting the same kind of level of performances we've been used to seeing. Let's not be kidded as well. The great news of seeing Tav back on the pitch, it was great to see him. We now know that he's back and he's ready to play football. It's quite clear to see that he's a wee bit rusty and he needs some minutes back in the legs, so this is the best game to do it for him. Now, I was expecting a difficult game, I really was. I was expecting the tough defence and strong midfield and playing the ball through to the man up front, and we got that tonight. We've seen that coming left, right and centre from St Johnstone. They knew exactly what they were set out to do, and see, to be fair, they were really close to taking their chances. I mean, don't get me wrong, they didn't have that kind of clinical finishing tonight, and they did have a terrible ref on the park alongside us, and let's not be kidded, I will be getting to that. But they did well, they played a good game. It wasn't an anti-football game, it wasn't 5-5 and just complete block and defence. They played well, they were really strong in the midfield. That player Witherspoon really did well tonight, to be brutally honest, so I'll give them the credit they deserve. They did not bad. A few weird decisions, to be fair, coming from that referee, but on a whole, St Johnstone played well. But coming away from St Johnstone and thinking more along the lines of Glasgow Rangers, if I'm brutally honest guys, with all the changes that we've seen tonight, I'm going to give the team a pass mark. It really was one of those games where yes, we could have scored a couple more chances, we could have took them, but let's not shy away from it guys. We need to rotate the squad enough and we need to be ready for the cup game coming up. Now, what we did, maybe in my eyes, maybe went 1 or 2 too many, but I'm still not going to sit here and slate the team. I feel as if they've came out, and for some of those players, Simpson included here, not having as much minutes in the legs and a lot of game time as others, I have to be fair to them, they did well. We've seen a wee injection of pace as well when we get Nathan Patterson coming on. It was good to see Defoe get on the pitch as well, but I really enjoyed watching Roof play. It was close, he could have got a couple of goals. Iggy even tried to repeat that long distance shot as well. So all in all guys, we drew 1 each, right? It's a game that really was defined by a terrible referee and 2 strong midfields, because the game really was defined in the middle of the park. You could see that the 50-50 style of play, when we were getting up and they were getting up as well, the midfield kind of controlled it. The defences were two decent defences tonight. Again, having the partnership of Goldson and Simpson was slightly off kilter. Not bad, just off kilter. So the communication level maybe not up to scratch as it would be with a man like Hollander, and the back line did get changed ever so slightly as well, so we can't really complain too much with conceding a goal. But let's dive into that goal that we did concede. Now that referee tonight guys was absolutely shocking. From penalty decision 1 to then letting the game play out normally in the first half, and then out of nowhere going card happy. Guy thought he was in Vegas dealing out cards, I think he really was. And then out of nowhere he was coming away from putting cards out again, then he went back to throwing cards. But it was the penalty decision, the first one for me. Why give that penalty first? Have to go and take that discussion with the linesman to then come back and then not give the penalty. Give it as a bye kick to Rangers. Now, if I'm brutally honest, looking at that, I thought it was a heavier decision than the final one, but I still don't think it was really all that much of a penalty. There was one in between there that didn't get called at all that was maybe ever so slightly more a penalty shout in my eyes. I think all three of them weren't strong enough. The final one was shocking, it really was bad. You can't give that as a penalty, you just can't. It was like a turn of the body and the guy fell on the ground. I feel as if it was just destined to be there, it really was. I suppose you can call a draw a fair result, you really can, but I think the main point we have to get across here is the referee's decisions kind of impacted the kind of final third of the game for me, and changed it for the worse if you ask me, because the game was on a knife edge, let's not be kidded. The two midfields were controlling it enough as they were, but with all that rolled into one, the referee ruining it with the stop-start and cards going all roads. It was the Glenn Kamara yellow card out of nowhere. I'm really sorry, just after the first penalty shout. Really, really weird for me. But again, can't moan about the referee too much. Let's not be kidded. You look at the very end and you see Steven Gerrard absolutely wetting himself when the final whistle goes, because you know just how bad it was. That's just the level of the ref we had tonight. But at the end of the day, pass marks from me anyway, I have to admit. Wasn't the greatest performance to watch. It was really kind of difficult to sit there and actually almost enjoy it. It was a bit sluggish, but at the end of the day there was 7 changes, and I'm really not going to sit here and slate the team, because I feel as if Gerrard set them out to do something. He has to get them out, he has to rotate the squad, he has to get minutes and legs of other players, so we can't be sitting here with full strength every single game, because this is when you don't win trophies at the end of the season. Yes, we've done one, but there's still one big one to play for. So I think Gerrard's been sensible there, and to be fair, we turn around and say the draw 1 each at the end of the game, probably fair. Still sitting undefeated, guys, so it's really one of those, you can shrug it off. Yes, we can be disappointed that it's not the level that we're used to, but we fall into that trap of being kind of spoiled with success. Watching Rangers play the way they have all through the season, it's a double-edged sword. It's fantastic, but in the minute that you have to try and grind out these performances, this is when you turn around and you think that the game's a wee bit boring. But I have to put it to you this way, guys. Think about it this way. If that penalty wasn't conceded and it was a 1-0 win, the game was still just as kind of boring off kilterish. But at the end of the day, you'd be turning around and you'd be saying that's exactly the kind of Champions performance that you do. You grind the results out, you get yourself to the end of the season to stay undefeated. So, still the same principle to me. It was a shocking penalty kick. McLaughlin nearly got to it. What else can you do, guys? 1 each, fair enough result. But I want to know exactly what you think of that though, guys. Get down in that comment section below and sound off on your opinion. Let me know exactly what you're thinking of the game. I feel like it's going to be pretty downhearted. We don't like to lose and we don't like drawing either. But I can appreciate he's been downhearted and not being used to that level of performance that we've seen before. But, come on, get down there, let me know exactly what you're thinking, and we'll move on to the next game against St Johnstone in the Cup. But once again though, guys, it's a late one. We've managed to get through, we're still undefeated. We move on to the weekend. Now, there won't be a reaction, there won't be a preview video out for that one, because let's not be kidded, it's going to be exactly the same. We know what we're going to be coming up against now. That was pretty much full strength for them, and they're going to be doing exactly the same in the Cup. But what we will probably be doing is, we will come out, we will have a full strength squad, I can wholeheartedly imagine, and we won't be playing that same kind of system. We'll be back up to the level of consistency, easy for me to say, that we're used to seeing in recent weeks. And I feel that we'll be able to walk out a completely different result. So we ground it out tonight, guys. We did what we needed to do, but I'm looking forward now to the Cup game, because I feel as if it's going to be a complete flipping the cards, seeing the other side of things, and we'll be back to the level that we're used to seeing. But once again though, guys, I can't thank you enough. The subscribers are growing and it's brilliant, so thank you so much. Please remember, if you're watching the video and you like it, slap the wee subscribe button, hit me up a like, and let me know in the comment section below, and share it all over your socials as well. Thanks again to everybody that's watching. I've been every other Saturday, and I will see you on the next one.